friends, in my last video you would have seen that I discussed how I went about getting a gender dysphoria diagnosis privately. Here is the second part on how I got top surgery privately. So I got my dysphoria diagnosis from Vicky from Harley Street Gender Clinic, and I wanted to do the process of getting top surgery alongside each other, if that makes any sense. This was because I was fortunate enough to have the money to pay for surgery and all these appointments outright. I mean, I say me, it's really Rosie. She had some inheritance which she wanted to use to help me pay for becoming me. Hashtag cute. In September 2019, I booked my consultation for December 2019 with Miles Berry. So December comes around and I turn up to my consultation at the London Welbeck Hospital to see Miles Berry, and Rosie is lovely again and comes with me. I'd say the appointment was no longer than 30 minutes. It was pretty like in and out. In this consultation he asks about family history. Do I know the repercussions if I regret my decision? What does regret mean to me? He also asked about like nipple size placement and scars and that kind of sort of thing. After all the conversations that we were having, he asked me politely if I would mind taking my top half clothing off so that he could examine me and take reference photos, I guess. He did surgery kind of things to my chest. He felt why he felt for like the elasticity measured and things like that, I guess. Like, I don't really remember what he did. He asked me to pop myself back together and sit back down, and then he went through pricing, what the procedure would be, which was double incision, how it would be on the day, like what's my stay going to be like, and that whole process. He was very transparent. After the consultation was finished with Miles, Rosie and I went into Julia's office space and paid. This consultation fee was £100. We discussed possible surgery dates, and she said that she'd send me an email in a week with a list of times and dates, and I could select which one would be appropriate. And a week later, dropped into my inbox, and I chose my date of March the 9th, 2020. Yeah, boys. Between that appointment in December and my surgery, I made many a list of what I thought I would need. I didn't need half of it. Booking hotels, travel, blah blah blah, aftercare and all that kind of shenanigans. Then Friday the 6th of March rolls around and I say, bye everyone, at work. Little did I know that I would never see them again. Thanks, Rona. So on the Sunday, Rosie, my mum and I travel up to London and stay in a travel lodge. When I get there on the Monday, I check in. Yeah, I say that I'm there, and Rosie and mum are still with me, and I fill out what food I would like. It was pretty wasted on me because I'm fussy. Give me like turkey dinosaurs and smiley faces. So I get into my room and then they give me my outfit for the day, which was a gown thing, a dressing gown, some compression socks, some like slider slippers, and also paper pants. Miles then comes up and says hi, introduces himself to my mum and Rosie, and then draws on my chest, draws nipple sizes and placement, whether I'd be happy with that. After Miles is done doing his thing, the anaesthetist comes up and asks me health questions and do I know what to expect. I've never been put under before, so I was pretty nervous. The next thing I know, I was going down into the operating theatre. I remember being scared and really worried because I've never been put to sleep before. And I remember the guy being like, have you ever been like just the right side of tipsy but aware that you're tipsy? And I was like, yeah. He said, let me know when you get there. We're having a conversation and then he goes, are you there yet? Then I go, yeah. Like I think about it and I'm like, yeah, I am actually. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in the recovery room. It blew my mind how I didn't feel a single thing, but That's modern medicine, I guess. And I remember waking up, coming around, I thought I was going to be a comedian, let me tell you. I think I was, but that could just be a biased opinion. There are two things I remember doing. Number one was, what time is it? And then the second thing I remember doing was, I'm thirsty. And then I was taken up to my room after having like one sip of water. I was then taken back up to my room and I was greeted by my mum and Rosie, obviously, but also two lovely, lovely, lovely teddies. Let me go and get them. Firstly, I was greeted by Miles. He was named after, obviously, Miles Berry. Who's Triceratops. I love dinosaurs, hence my name. And then I was also greeted by a Paddington bear. He does have his little red boots, but they are currently taken off and are used to keep my glasses in at night. They then leave in the evening-ish time, and I try and get some sleep or have a little bit of toast or something. I didn't really sleep much, and the next thing I know, they're back in the morning. Miles comes around and then has a feel of my chest. It's like there's no hematomas or anything, any complications, I guess, and is very happy for me to leave. Lindsay, the nurse, then comes around and says, here's all your medication and aftercare stuff that you'll need for the next week. It gets to the 1 week post-op appointment, and again, Rosie and I travel back up to London for this. But at that point, the world is starting to shut down because of the old pandemic. This was pretty painless, having everything taken off and seeing my chest and like the stitches coming out. And this is what I looked like 7 days post-op after my first shower for 7 days as well. And then I took reference photos, I think, every week or every other week for a short while. That very soon stopped. I didn't get a 6-week checkup in person because of Rona. So Miles called me up and I sent him reference photos for him to have a look at. He was very happy with my progress and gave me the okay to start exercising and kind of getting back to normal life. The only part of my chest that I was not happy with was my right side in the middle. But I will do a little disclaimer. I do apparently have some pectus excavatum, where my breastbone comes out a bit and my ribs are further out than the typical human. It just still gave me a lot of dysphoria, and I felt like what's the point in having surgery if I still got dysphoria? I sent the email in February. I went in for a consultation chat thing in the March. That was a month. I've still got this little bit of podge, as I called it, a little bit of something still there, and I would love to come in and you take a look and see whether you could give me a revision for that. But it was a very short and sweet chat. He said there's absolutely still something there. I would love to kind of help you out. I was then offered the date of the 17th of August to have my little revision. It was going to be a day case, about an hour long, and I'd be free to go home pretty quickly after. And this process was bizarre because when I had my main surgery, I was obviously put under, but this time I was going to be alive. I hope so. This time I was going to be awake whilst he did it. And so he put in the local general, the numbing anaesthetic into my chest, and that was the only part of that whole day that I was really sore. I didn't feel a single thing. Like, I heard things and I was like, this sounds like it should be hurting, but I can't feel it. And that was that done. He stitched me up. I got up and he was like, you've been my best patient for a while. Like, there wasn't even a bead of sweat on the tissue chair thing. I was really intrigued as to what he took out of that side of my chest, so I have taken a photo and it will be shown once I say cabbages, and then for those who want to see it can obviously look, and for those who don't want to see it can look away until I say tiddies. I feel like that fits. So cabbages, tiddies. Welcome back everyone who didn't see that. I don't know whether that's gonna work or not. I'm super happy with my results now. Miles and his team have been great since the beginning of the whole process, but I'm now gonna show some like pre-op photos, but I am in like a bra. some initial post-op photos and then post-op photos. This is me now, and I'm very happy with my results. For now, here are some photos. Thank you very much.